Alex Hormozi published this amazing book called $100 Million Offers, and it's one of the best books you can find on offer creation. And in today's video, we will take some of the lessons learned from this book and I show you how you can create an incredible offer. And I will also make sure to put a link in the description down below this video, so in case you don't have this, you can grab it. So let's face it, the way you position your offer, aka your product, will literally make or break your business. So that's what we will cover in today's video. There are 3 steps to create an incredible no-brainer offer. First of all, step number 1, and that's the most overlooked step, obsess over your customer. So identify your customer's real pain points, very key, and then figure out what is it that they really want. Step number 2, create an irresistible offer. So really come up with a solution to the problem, and we're going to do that today in this tutorial by using Alex Hormozi's value equation. And then you really want to also brainstorm memorable names for your solution so that your customer remembers it. And then step number 3, you create an offer stack that is so valuable that your ideal customer can't really say no to you. And that's literally it. So let's get started. Oh, by the way, and at the end, I will also tell you a very little known secret on how your customers will actually choose your offer over your competitor's offer. So you don't want to miss that. Step number 1, obsess over your customer. You will hear me say this over and over again. Before you develop any kind of product, talk to your ideal customer. Like literally obsessed with them. And I see so many entrepreneurs get this wrong. You don't develop a product unless you've talked to, I would say, at least 20 potential customers. And in case you're wondering, like, Fabi, but what am I gonna ask them? There are 2 questions that will really get you to 80% of the answers. Number 1, what is it that you want? So for instance, if you're in the weight loss space, why do you want to lose weight? What is the life that you want? And the second thing is, what is standing in the way? So again, if you're a weight loss coach, what is the biggest struggle that your customer faces when it comes to losing weight? Maybe they have a partner that loves to order from McDonald's, or what are like literally all the different barriers? And how do they feel right now? And that's really how you dig deeper into their pain point and also what they really want. Like, why do they want to lose weight? So when you talk to your ideal customer, you really need to figure out what keeps them up at night. You always want to identify kind of 2 different states and contrast them with your product or your offer. Number 1 is the before. So what is the struggle that they're facing right now? What are their pain points? And you collect that all in the pain point library. And then on the other side is, what do they really want to achieve? What is the desired outcome, the after? And that is really all about, like, why do they want to get on the other side? And this is really key because the offer literally is the bridge between the before and the after. So you need to have a strong enough gap in between in order for your offer to really make sense. So the closer they are together, the harder it's going to be to sell, and also the less money your ideal customer is willing to pay for it. Now the question is, okay, Fabi, how do you figure out what are their pain points and what are their desired outcomes, right? You talk to them. So one of the things I really love is just creating a very simple Google survey like you can see here. And it literally takes less than 2 minutes. So ask around in your circle of friends who's struggling with the problem that you're trying to solve, and just interview them. Grab a coffee with them or lunch. You can do that like in person, but make sure to keep notes. However, I always recommend also doing a survey, because when you do an online survey, the great part is that you see what words your ideal customer uses. And these are really, really important. So I have this pain point library that you can see here. And one of the biggest things that I always do is I copy paste literally every time an ideal customer tells me about their pain point. I copy paste that into my pain point library. And why this is so key, because 1, for offer creation, but also you can use that for your content creation. Yes, and the most important thing is you really need to use the words that your customers use, because we sometimes like talk about things differently than our ideal customer. The more you adopt their language, the better your offer is going to be. Another thing too that you can do is message your ideal customer on social media platforms, right? Like I sometimes run surveys in my Instagram stories. I have a bunch of DMs too, where I ask like, hey, what is the biggest pain point that you face when you are working on your side hustle? And most of the time it's time. And so I literally then copy paste whatever I get from my ideal customer into my pain point library. And then I use that for my offer later on. So, and then once you have all of the pain points in your pain point library, you try to figure out what are themes. So that's one part you're gonna do. And then on the other hand, you also look at all the desired outcomes and figure out what are themes that will come up here. Is there a certain keyword that comes up over and over again? Because that's an indicator for you that you need to create an offer around that. So step number 2 is to actually create an irresistible offer. So if you don't know what an offer really is, as I mentioned before, like think about it this way. It's literally the bridge between the struggle, the pain point, the before, and the desired outcome, the after. So your offer is literally like the path to guide your ideal customer from where they are now to where they want to be. This is really key because every offer sells a transformation. And the bigger the transformation, the more valuable your offer is. So, and then if you don't know how to create the offer, what you do is you look at your pain point library and your desired outcome library. And then you consider the value equation created by Alex Hormozi in this amazing book. So let's pull it up real quick. The value equation consists of 4 different parts. So in the denominator, you see the dream outcome. What is it that they want, right? That's based on your desired outcome library that you already got through all the interviews. Then you see also the perceived likelihood of achievement, right? So this is all about how can you make it actually easier for your ideal customer to achieve the desired outcome? Because the big question that your ideal customer has on top of mind is, will this actually work for me, right? Even when I'm busy. And then let's look at the denominator. You see here, time delay. So how fast does it actually take to get the desired result? And then you see effort and sacrifice. So like how much money, effort, and time does it really take to get to the desired result? So for instance, my ideal customer wants personal financial freedom, but doesn't have time to add a side hustle to their already busy plate, right? Because they're usually working in high-paying jobs. So this is why I created the 1 hour a day side hustle playbook. Pretty cool name, right? So the desired outcome is my ideal customer wants personal and financial freedom without giving up their 6-figure income. But now the question is, how do they actually get there, right? And that's the vehicle is by starting a side hustle. Okay, let's go back to the value equation. So the desired outcome is personal and financial freedom, right? And becoming a business owner. The perceived likelihood of achievement, I mean, it's pretty hard, right? Because they already work in a day job that's highly demanding. So in their mind, it's very hard to achieve. This is why it's crucial to have a 30-day action plan that you can easily squeeze into your lunch break, right? And this is what I kind of created with the playbook. Then the other piece in the value equation is the time delay, right? Like how long does it actually take to get to results? So again, my ideal customer, they don't want to spend time away from family and friends. This is why in 30 days, they will find a side hustle idea that they absolutely love. And then the last piece is effort and sacrifice. So what I did in the title, as you can see here, is 1 hour a day. So you don't have to do the hustle grind, right? Like you can build your side hustle to get your personal and financial freedom within 1 hour. That is tremendous value. So in this case, really trying to minimize the time delay and the effort and sacrifice. Because whoever is able to minimize that denominator and maximize the denominator will win in the market. So, and because of this value equation, this is how I created the 1 hour a day side hustle playbook, because it is my proven side hustle playbook to guide you from having no business idea or not even knowing if your business idea is valid, all the way to developing your first viable business, all while still thriving in your 9-to-5 and, really key, without spending more than 1 hour a day on your side hustle. I think it's a pretty good value proposition, isn't it? By the way, if you are interested in the 1 hour a day side hustle playbook, definitely make sure to check out the link in the video below. And as you see, when you look at the name of my offering, right, it really underscores the importance of a captivating name that really resonates with the value of your offer. And it's like one that really catches your ideal customer's interest. So time was a big objection, a big pain point for my ideal customer. So I used it in the title with 1 hour. Another really big pain point that my ideal customer faces is showing your face on social media, right? Because you don't want your boss or the CEO of the company to see your face on social media. So this is why I created a training where it's like literally growing your audience without showing your face on social media training. Like that's literally it. So you can like play a little bit with it, but it's really key, right? Because it sounds better than Audience 101. Doesn't sound good. Okay, now let's come to step number 3, the offer stack. I love the offer stack. So I joined the 2 Comma Club coaching with Russell Brunson last year, and he stressed the importance of one thing over and over again, which is your offer stack. So if you don't know what an offer stack is, it's literally, instead of just giving them one thing, you give them multiple things when they purchase the one thing, right? So you're stacking your offer with bonuses, and you've seen it probably before. If you ever purchased an online course, you always see all these bonuses. And this is really key to create an offer because it shows that there's a lot more value to it. And you always have kind of like, you see it on the right side here, you always have the value of each individual item too. It's so key to have bonuses because, I mean, people love getting stuff for free. I mean, who doesn't, right? And sometimes, fun fact, I have some entrepreneurs in my Side Hustle School community that literally where the customers buy the whole thing just because of the one bonus that they can get. Crazy. So they're not even interested in the real offer. They're just interested in one of the bonuses. So what I really highly recommend is try to bundle like 3 to 5 offers into one and then add 3 bonuses to it. So it could be as simple as just adding some done for you templates. Don't overcomplicate it. The most important thing is once you stack the offer and you show the value, you always want to highlight how much it's all worth together. And so here's the little trick and secret. So when you add it all up, it should be approximately around 10 times of what the price of the offer is. So let's say if you want to sell a course for $997, the offer stack should be around $10,000. So a question that I get asked a lot is like, Fabi, but how do you know what each of the different offers are worth? Check out your competitors' offers. It will give you a little bit of a clue. Why I'm telling you this is, just think about this. If you just sell an ebook about weight loss for new moms, I mean, it's a good offer, but it's one product, right? However, if you say, once you buy the ebook, you also get free tutorials on how to do the exercises, a sample grocery shopping list for 2 weeks, you get recipes for 2 weeks, and you get like a no guilt when going out for date night guide or something like that. That is when you create real value. And here's another great thing that I love so much about the offer stack. It's so much harder to compare to the competition. Interesting, right? Yeah, but that is the secret. So like literally when you stack all of these different things for an ebook, for instance, then comparing it to an ebook offer, it makes the competitor's ebook offer look inferior because you get all the value when they buy it from you. So anyhow, if you're interested in the 1 hour a day side hustle playbook, check out the link in the description below. And in case you're interested in general, when it comes to creating passive income around your passion and something that makes an impact in other people's lives, definitely make sure to check out these passive income tutorials to achieve personal and financial freedom as quickly as you can. And I can't wait to see you soon again. Oh, and make sure to get this book. It's so good. Total game changer. I will put a link in the description below as well.